About now is under the umbrella of who am I and the story that I'm telling. And substitution helps you get there and bring like things like stakes and vulnerability. In other words, you have to sort of take the time to think a little bit about, the more you learn this, you'll sort of go, okay, wait a minute, let me think for a moment. How hard is it for me to say this when and for me to say online, like I put it back in the oven and I turned everything up as high as it could go and I watched it turn black. So if I were you, I would be thinking about things like, where's my mind at that I actually did that?
Okay.
Like think about her mindset, like where she is mentally, that she actually looked at the stove and there was a chicken in there and she turned it up all the way and just watched it burn black and let it continue to burn all the way through. So it's like crispy all the way to the core. And why would you do that? Well, partially because your mind is elsewhere, but it could also be that you're looking at that cooked chicken or whatever is in the stove, and you're sort of comparing it to your own life. Like that's the way I feel.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
It can be almost like you're looking at the thing going, and that's what I want him to see. I want to serve this to him. I want him to see what he's doing to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That has to do with nothing to do with emotion or objective. It has to do with the third thing, which is the who you are and the story and all the analysis. Okay? So again, the last thing I'll leave you with before I move on is substitution is a very helpful thing to get you on the right track in a scene. Okay? So you think about your own life and you think about how Brooke would feel if she was in a scenario either similar to this, or how Brooke has felt when she was in a scenario similar to this. Not exact scenario, but similar. It could be, as I said, it could even be like, I think about a time that I was at a party, and I was drunk and I confronted my boyfriend. It could be something like as simple as that, and you know what it felt like to sort of freely speak and not think about the consequences, and that's not this story, but at least it gives you a direction.
Yeah.
It gives you a vibe, is all it's doing, is giving you a vibe. Then that's what you want to sort of think about is, okay, I know what it feels like when I've been there as Brooke, and you need to sort of use your emotion and your objective and the analysis of the scene to get into the same universe that Brooke is familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not asking you to think of your experiences to get there, or I'm not asking you to think of your life in order to act a scene. I'm asking you to use your life to give you a direction of where you should be.
Okay.
Does that make sense?